Hey gang, welcome back to Big Boy, looking at Eylau 1807. I thought I'd try and do a little snapshot assault and see if I can get it done accurately for you. So, not that there's not plenty of other folks who are playing and probably doing wonderful tutorials. I thought just for the heck of it, because it's Saturday morning and why not, let's run a little combat, a little assault action. So, the first thing we need to do in an assault, let me grab my tweezers, I can't reach them, never mind, is we're going to have defensive fire. And so these guys have already done their defensive fire. They fight into this hex here, and they rolled a 4, not a 4, this is the 4 for the combat. They rolled low. They rolled a 5 or a 6, it doesn't really matter. On the 8 column, you have to roll, I think it's 9 or better, 8 or better to get a damage result. So it's quick, you can just go through all the defensive fires, apply the losses where needed, and then move on to combat, which is kind of how I do it. And then I choose where I'm going to do the combats because it matters. Okay, I was going to do this briefly, so let's try and run through this quickly. So the 1/16th and the 3/16th are attacking up the slope against the 121st and whoever else is underneath there. And it ends up that there's 11 factors or 9 factors. Was this? Not even close. There's 6 factors here, and there's 11 factors attacking. So there's no odds adjustment, but we will add 2 because they're running up the slope. So that's a bad thing. We will subtract 2 because these guys are actually under regroup orders. So they're trying to get their act together, this whole formation, reclaim some losses, so it's going to negatively affect all the combats for the defender, and probably a bad choice by me as the game player to have put these guys at the front line in regroup. I should have moved them out, but it's too hard. So I'm just trying to get some more points, get some points back for the guys. Didn't work. I'm attacking from 2 hexes, so that's going to give me a -1. So that's -2 for the regroup, -1. I rolled the 4. Once we net out all these things, it nets out to a 3. I wrote down 5 for some reason, but it nets out to a 3 because 4 minus 2 minus 1 plus 2 is 3. Last time I checked. Okay, that's less than 7. That means that this force here has to lose a step, which is fine. We can do that. They'll drop down to a 2 here. And then they will need to retreat 4. And it's interesting, it says, so you retreat 4. So it'll be 2, 3, 4. That's as far as they're going. I don't believe you just do 4 hexes. It appears from the rules to be 4 movement points. So there's that. Now, because these guys retreated, these chaps have to make a stand roll. I haven't done that. We'll do that. I rolled a 7. I believe that's going to be good enough. The reason why I wanted to do this attack first, if I could force these guys to retreat, then this attack wouldn't have to happen, and that would be a good thing. They would still have to suffer, well, I guess potentially they wouldn't then suffer the defensive fire either. So that's why you should do them all in one little group, at one at a time versus running down the line as I did. Naughty me. Play it by the rules, Kevin. So 7, they stand. Let me just double check that. Stand table, yeah. 2d6 or less, 2d6 less than 6 will force a retreat, and I don't believe there are any mods here that are going to get that 7 below 6. Russians get an automatic +1. There was a friendly unit that retreated at -1, and that's it. So that's all you got going for you for a 2-stand check. So now we would go ahead and do that combat. All right. And this combat's going to be ugly for these guys because it's artillery by itself, and they're going to get these guys will get a -5 on the attack. So if they roll, let's roll now. Yeah, so I roll 8. -5, I'm going to be down at a 3 before we even do the odds or coming up the hill or anything else. Not good for these guys. Now, they did take a loss here when they were charging up the hill. The artillery, it's 16. They're on the 16 column when they resolve that because it's multiplied by 4. It's light artillery firing at adjacent, so it's nasty. So they took a step loss. That will give a modifier, but these guys are going to retreat. They're going to probably be eliminated because they actually have to do do some rolls that are artillery specific. All right, so there you go. Quick little assault. If you've played before, by all means, correct me, because, we make mistakes, and it's all good. Having a lot of fun. Highly attritional game. A lot more attritional given the time per turn than I thought it would be. So it's important to get these results where you are able to actually force the retreats. Otherwise, it's a long battle sitting in line, taking one step at a time off these guys. Interesting little model here. All right, talk to everybody soon. Ciao.